Hi there! It has been a while since we've last talked. If you're new here, hi, my name is Kim. I made this channel just over 2 years ago, and around that time I shaved my head and made a video about it, and a lot of people watched that video and were very interested. And I fully intended to make more videos after that, but I did not, and just dropped off the face of the earth and social media for like 2 years, so my bad. Thank you for sticking around, and I will get into more details about that later. But a while ago I asked a bunch of y'all what questions you had regarding me shaving my head over on my Instagram and everything, so here we go. One of the first questions I got was, what was your upkeep like? So there wasn't really any rhyme or reason to when I would shave my head again, but I think I would probably shave it maybe like once or twice a week because, next question actually, that's a good segue. What was your favorite buzz length? My favorite buzz length was like just the fresh day one bearskin look. It was very convenient and nice and like clean looking, so I found myself shaving about like maybe once or twice a week in order to maintain that look until I just didn't feel like it. And I'm looking back through like all of the old photos and I really enjoyed like all the phases at some point, and they all have like their own individual charm. So no rhyme or reason, I just kind of went along with it however I felt. Third question, where have I been? Oh boy. So I mentioned in that really old video from a while ago that my plan was to audition for grad schools. I ended up never auditioning for grad school because I felt like it just wasn't a good fit for me, and I'm not really interested in subjecting myself to a very strict university setting at this time. So instead, I decided to start my own private music studio where I teach piano, voice, and ukulele students, and I'm now a business owner. And being a business owner took a lot of work building up my studio, and so I just devoted all of my attention to that. And now I have a studio that is completely full with a wait list, and I am just living my best life, and it's great. So that's where I've been. Thanks again for your patience. Next question, how is the growing back process, and how did you deal with the inevitable awkward length phase? Were you self-conscious about it when you were in public? For me, because I was just so fixated on like build your business, build your new life, I just really adopted this like philosophy of like, like I don't really care how I look. Like I know I look cool, and if people don't like it, then oh well, whatever. Maybe there'd be some days where my hair would look a little wonky and whatnot, but there would be like, if I felt like it, I would just put on like a little, like just take a scarf and just like wrap it around my head, and that looked really stinking cute. And shaving my head just led to a lot of really nice self-acceptance and shifted my attention towards things that were more important to me than like fretting over how I looked. The other great thing that I will mention about just having your head shaved is that I used so little product on my head while I was growing back because my hair was either non-existent or super short, and just to dry it, it was just pat, done with a towel instead of like having to like walk around with your hair like all drippy on your clothes. But anyways, I digress. It just grew out into like this really natural wolf cut, which was pretty awesome. Like homegrown, grass-fed, cage-free, blah blah blah. If you're thinking about shaving your head, that's something to look forward to. Just like au naturel wolf cut. I appreciate having my hair now, because before, when my hair was like a lot longer and damaged, it felt like a burden to have to go through all the steps of like conditioning and like trying to fix it, blah blah blah. But Now it's a lot more manageable and I just appreciate it a lot more. A while ago, I was substituting for this other private music studio and I was teaching a little kids music class. And when I first came in, at first, like, it was a combination of, we don't know who you are, and plus you are like way taller than us. And I have a feeling that, like, yeah, I might have looked a little bit scary with like my lack of hair that these little youngins have not seen before, but I just 10 minutes in, I was just doing the curriculum, we were having fun, we were learning about music together, and they just completely warmed up to me after that. And I substituted in that class like for a couple more weeks after that, and they loved me and I loved them, and ultimately the only thing that mattered was that I think they could sense that like I was a good person, and that was what shined through. And I never had any parents mention it to me in a negative light whatsoever. So that was all just self-projections, and I allowed who I am to shine through, and I accomplished my goal in doing that for myself. Last question, would you do it again? The answer is yes. I definitely plan on shaving my head again sometime in the future. Not now, because I really want to continue growing it and keeping it like non-dyed and as healthy as possible until it reaches my butt, essentially. And I'm going to just like shave it all off and donate it at that point. So I don't know how long that's gonna take, but in the meantime, I'm just going to enjoy things as they are in the current moment. Thank you for your patience, and thank you to my 175 subscribers for sticking around. Again, I didn't think I'd disappear for 2 years, but I'm really glad I poured all of my effort and energy into something that's just mine and will sustain me and the community around me for however many years to come. And I'm really proud of what I have accomplished. So now that my job, career, business has finally like settled after all this time, I am setting my sights on finding a better work-life balance, and also just like setting aside more time to fuel my own creative endeavors, such as this and everything. So I am taking everything step by step, trying to enjoy the moment and do the best I can with what I currently have. And I will be posting more videos in the future, so stay tuned. Thank you so much if you've stayed this long into the video. So I will see you guys next time. Bye-bye.